Easy, easy, easy. That's what I'm calling this recipe today. I have simple seared lamb loin chops, and I am making a tomato mint salad. I'm going to put in some English cucumber just to give it some more body, and I'm eating a special healthy plan, so the cucumbers really help me. English cucumbers are the best to use because you don't have those bitter seeds, and they're going to be very appealing. They're also less gassy in general for people. And I'm going to be standing here picking apart my pistachios because, you know, I sent the husband to the store yesterday for my ingredients, and unfortunately, shelled pistachios meant he brought them with the shells. But you know what? We can do this together, and lesson learned to take a photo when you send somebody else to the store. But stay with me throughout the hour because honestly, this is such a simple and refreshing recipe. You want to keep it in your recipe repertoire for the next 4 months or so with this heat. Back to this recipe because this is really a good one. So I picked loin lamb chops today because you know what? Their bottom line is they're more affordable and they cook up really well. So just a touch of olive oil is all we're going to need. Now, I've had these sitting out for about 45 minutes. I don't mean sitting out outside, which would probably sear them off. I mean just sitting out on the countertop. So now I'm going to take some Vicks garlic, any type of seasoning that you really like. But what I also want you to incorporate is using a little oregano because we all know that oregano, mint, these are all flavors that go so well with lamb, right? So, and you'll see as we counter it in just a few minutes. So these are really nice, thick loin lamb chops, and that's what I wanted, okay? So I'm gonna season one side, get the sear going. I just pulled the pan off for a moment because it was beginning to smoke, and which is really what you want, but for TV, we don't want that much smoke. So get a nice sear on it. About 3 of these loin lamb chops is more than enough for a serving. And you're gonna save probably about 1/3, if not more, than using the rack of lamb. So we're gonna get that started. Now we're gonna go to the other side, get some more garlic on. And I'll get some oregano on that in just a minute, and definitely some black pepper. We're gonna do about, 5 minutes per side. I really like to serve lamb medium rare, so that's really important to remember. Don't ever go over medium because it really hurts the integrity of that meat. Easy, right? That's all we're gonna do. Remember, a little oregano in a little while. Now I have some fresh mint, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get rid of the stems in that, and I have some sugar, and I'm gonna add the sugar, and it's just a little bit, it's a tablespoon or 2. I'm gonna add the sugar, I'm gonna add salt and pepper, and I'm gonna dice cucumbers, and I'm gonna let that sit with a little vinegar for about an hour. Then we'll come back and we'll add the tomatoes, finish everything up. Definitely zest of lemon, you know me, it's gonna be brightening up the dish, and I'll be back to finish this up. Back to my dish today. So I've marinated the cucumbers in a little sugar, red wine vinegar, touch of oil. Now I add a little celery salt. That's my own little touch. I love celery salt when I'm working with any type of cucumber salad. Really bumps up that flavor. A little more salt and pepper. And it was just maybe 2 tablespoons less of sugar for a pretty big batch. So that's not too bad. So after an hour, we're gonna add the red onion, and then I do a variety of tomatoes. Look at this, they have the big yellow tomatoes. I went over to Yoder's Produce Market for these because they have the best northern tomatoes. And then what I like to do is just get some cherry tomatoes as well, just because the different shapes make it more appealing instead of it all being one monotone. So we'll get some some cherry tomatoes in there. They're a little more plump than the grape tomatoes. If you're using grape tomatoes, I don't want you to run out just for that. Just don't even cut them, okay? And really nice news, because Donnie and John came over on break and actually helped me shell pistachios. So that really helped. Here I thought they were just eating them and they were helping me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the pistachios into this mix. There we have it. So you have the vinegar, you have everything going on there. So we have, just about ½ a cup of shelled pistachios. I'm gonna hold a couple out for garnish, okay? A little more celery salt, Brilliant. And then we're going to start working on our washed and stemmed mint. So let's just bring that around a little bit. If you need to add a little bit more red wine vinegar, go for it. You'll probably need to add a little olive oil with that as well. And you know what, believe it or not, but mint and basil work well in this salad if you want to do both. My basil at home is really expanding, so it's a good time to kind of incorporate all of that. I have the loin lamb chops in the oven finishing off, so I seared them on both sides. You can even do them out in the grill, and when I'm done, I definitely think Don and John have earned their lunch today. Simple and easy and light. It's ready to go in just a moment.
All right, this is sheer torture, Judy Gallagher.
I
You
know.
put me in front of this beautiful dish, hand me this knife. This is the only knife we have in the house. And no fork.
Cannot find a fork for the life of me. Let's see. But
I might have to roll up the sleeves and just dive in.
I think, buddy, we've been apart for almost 2 weeks on our work schedules. I think you need to just dive in.
Just dive in?
What a simple recipe. Fingers. People will appreciate it. And Emily Post always said that you could pick up lamb chops and nibble on them at the dinner
Did
place.
she?
So yeah, she
well,
did.
Well, she gave me the go-ahead, then I'm
in
down.
fact, I insist, John. So easy to make this recipe. I know. See, you're a happy man, and you deserve it. Simple cucumbers. Remember to add your mint if you want to do basil too at the end. And I think the salad came together so much better because you guys did shell the pistachios. So I think that just added a little umph to everything. What do you think?
It's brilliant.
Thank you.
Absolutely delicious. And the recipe's on our website, mysuncoast.com. What a great accompaniment to the lamb, too. I mean, it just really is perfect.
And that's all you need, right?
I missed you. I was wasting away.
I know, buddy. I'm back. Mama's
right.
going to feed you before
Thank
I
you.
go on vacay.